Hey dudes, this is Peggy Lane O'Rourke, producer of Donna On the Go, and you are listening to Tell Me Throwback Kovac on Splat from the Past. Pervert, misogynist, movie nerd, take your pick. Tommy rocks them all.
Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I am welcoming back my good friend Donna Russo. You all know her from Donna On the Go, the web series that her and another guest of mine, Peggy Lane O'Rourke, is involved in. Having Donna back on the show today, maybe comment on this quarantine situation. I want to tell her about my interview with Dr. Linda Mona for sure, and see where she plans to go with the Donna On the Go series in the future, even after the pandemic. I love Donna. She's so inspirational. She's an absolute sweetheart. So yeah, here is my new interview with Donna Russo.
Hello.
Hey Donna, welcome to the show again.
How are you?
Oh my God, I'm doing pretty good. I've got doing so many great interviews on this show, but God, I'm just worried about the state of the world.
Yeah, I know. I think everybody's feeling it too.
Yeah. How are you holding up in this clusterfuck we know as pandemic?
Well, I'm just trying to keep myself busy. I'm doing online yoga. I've taken some online classes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing lots of, cleaning out of boxes and what else did I do? Lots of online classes with, school, like real estate. I took some real estate classes for the heck of it. And to do continuing education and little filming clips, little comedy clips that we did. Just like everyone is, you keep busy, you keep doing what you're doing. Donna On the Go is in a lot of festivals. We submitted to over 200 festivals.
Mm-hmm.
And we have like 50 wins. And we got a Telly Award.
Oh.
So I'm very excited about this. This is really exciting. I never, these things are just like coming out and, just so happy with it. And Peggy's doing a lot of work with the submitting and
yeah,
all the producers and Craig, and it's been fun.
Oh, that is wonderful. Yeah. Are you a lifelong practicer of yoga?
Well, I've been a dancer since 10 years old, so
of course.
It seems natural that it would be another stem of, dance and movement. And I just had a lot of, it's been good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Good for my mind.
Yeah. So they actually have real estate training classes online?
Yes, they do.
Wow. So what made you want to do that?
Well, it keeps my mind active. It keeps my mind busy. When my husband when I was married, I helped him in the business, and I got my license. So once you work to do something like that, you don't want to give it up. And so I just kept my mind active, and I figured I got the time, and so I just kept my mind active.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been good. It's been helping me focus and keep my brain working. And the yoga's been good for my mind, my body, my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And, we just hold on to what we can do in these days and just keep going forward.
Yeah. I hope you'll be able to use that knowledge after all of this.
Yeah. We'll see what comes up.
We'll see, yeah. I thought, we would be done by now, but just a billion assholes out there didn't wear their mask, and now there's another set of assholes who haven't been working hard enough to fight this. It's been just scary.
Yeah, you gotta wear that mask. it helps everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you this, it's been very humbling for a lot of people.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, everyone's starting to get projects done that they didn't get to do before. They get to stay home and with their families and just appreciate life and relax. And
Right.
doing all these projects, I just hope, happen, by next year. And I worry about the future of entertainment because all these, restaurants and businesses are closing.
Yeah, we're going to have to. There's going to be a definite, different angle to it, and we have to figure that angle out and what we're going to do. And
Yeah.
having shows and a lot of people on set and how that's. There is going to be a lot of people. I mean, it all has to be figured out.
Yeah.
I don't know the answers, but yeah, it's all got to be figured out.
I mean, it's in the post 9/11 era. Everyone just became so greedy and selfish and mean spirited that a lot of people are taking a step back. And re-examining their priorities. And the internet too didn't help make matters much easier.
Yeah, it's really, this time is a time for reflection of self and, internal focus on what you're doing. And because we're responsible for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we're responsible for ourselves. We can't be responsible for everyone, but you sure can set an example and be responsible for yourself,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This was going to be the year that I was hoping to move to LA after it didn't work out last year, and I was so devastated. But now I see what my purpose is. I'm getting all these great people on my podcast and having great conversations, and I'm distracting them for a little while.
Well, that's great. That's definite purpose. I mean, that's really great. To keep you going and keep your mind moving, and also take people away for a couple of, for a specific amount of time, and just get their mind off of stuff.
Yeah.
That's a great purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I also did. I also did a reading of a book for kids,
Mm-hmm.
which is not. I didn't send it out there yet. It's hopefully shortly it'll come out. It was for Fun for the Disabled,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to do something for kids during this pandemic time with them, being homeschooled and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, Peggy filmed it, and we got it together. And I like contributing to kids as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you and Peggy, you two have been having very philosophical conversations and doing a lot of laughing.
Oh, I think you have to laugh a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or else, like my mom would say sometimes if I'm not laughing, I might cry. So yeah, we gotta find the humor in certain things and try to keep it lighthearted, in a way.
Mm-hmm. Keep it lighthearted.
Sanity.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you laugh some, or have you been laughing a little bit during this time, or have somebody to hang out, talk to that makes you laugh?
I mean, I got my mother and my brother living with me, and it can be funny on their good days because they're going through an awful lot. But I try to laugh. I got no friends up here in Redding because I've just been I was doing my own personal quarantine before the actual quarantine happened because I was just podcasting all the time and stuff.
Mhm.
But I try to laugh. I laugh a lot during the podcast, and I try to laugh. When I'm doing research and other things and stuff. But I try.
Yeah, you have to. There's a lot of things that happen with me, like walking around. Okay, so I dropped something, so I use a grabber because I can't really reach down very far.
Mm-hmm.
So I use a grabber to pick things up sometimes, and it's like when it falls, I'm like, oh my god, yes, how the hell am I gonna get this thing up? So I end up having to get a broom with a long handle, and I try to get it up that way. But by the time I get the grabber that's supposed to grab things that fall, it's like an episode in itself.
Yeah.
I mean, just little things like this will happen, and you go through daily activities, and you're like, oh, okay, now what?
Mm-hmm. This has been an amazing year for my podcast, though. I have talked to people that I've been trying to talk to for 3 years, people I never expected to. A little while ago, I talked to Burt Ward, who played Robin on Batman.
Oh, wow. I love Batman. I love the original Batman with the pow and the stickum. And,
Yeah.
I love that. My sister and I, we would get home exactly when it came on.
Mm-hmm.
And also another thing we liked was Dark Shadows.
Yep.
And I remember running home from school just to get there for 4 o'clock because that's the time it came on. And oh my God! Now I look back at Dark Shadows and I go, wow. It was like a whole thing for us then. Angelique and the Barnabas, Collins, and oh.
Yeah. Oh, I talked to Catherine Lee Scott from Dark Shadows back in February or March or something, and she was pretty interesting. I told her a dirty joke, and I think she got offended by it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I can't remember what character she played. Do you know?
Well, she's the main character, but I forget her name. I have to look it up.
I remember Cretin. I remember Angelique. I remember Barnabas.
Mm-hmm.
And I also remember who was Barnabas's sidekick.
Let's see here. I got the cast here. Let's see.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
That was one of my 4 o'clock shows, man. Man.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. She played. She actually played 4 characters. She played Maggie Evans. She played Josette Collins, Rachel Drummond, and Kitty Soames.
Okay, I know all this. Thanks for jogging my memory.
Yeah. There's another one. There's another one in the cast that I was going to reach out to maybe around Halloween time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find which one it was. But, yeah, so I told her that joke, and I think she got offended by it. I tell everyone that joke, and it usually gets laugh out loud responses. But yeah, I talked to her. I talked to James Drury from The Virginian 2 weeks before he died.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then I talked...
Oh, my God.
Yes. And then I talked to Richard Hurd, the character actor, 2 weeks before he died.
Oh, my God, Tommy. That's something else, man. Wow.
It's profound. I feel like I have a responsibility now to reach out to the old ones before they pass and stuff. I'm trying to get Terry Moore, and I got one coming up this month with Hank Garrett, the last surviving cast member of Car 54. Where Are You?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow, you're really getting the really prominent ones,
Yeah, I was doing Colt for so long and stuff, and then it got to a point where people were starting to recommend me to their friends in the industry and stuff, and I've gotten a lot of recommendations, and I'm at the point now where I'm confident of asking for help for recommendations to get certain people. I never used to be. The first 2 years I wasn't, but now I am for some reason.
No, I'm so happy for you. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just
That's
love.
amazing. Yeah.
I love what I'm
Wow.
doing. Yeah. But this one particular interview I did back in May, I wanted to talk to you about. This interview stayed with me for 24 hours, and it's one of two I've done this year that stayed with me for 24 hours. It was so uplifting. I talked to this sex doctor out in Los Angeles who's in a wheelchair. Her name is Dr. Linda Mona.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a rare autoimmune disease that she's had since she was 6, I want to say. She's 6 since she was 6. I think she's in her late 40s, early 50s now. She's had it, most of her life, and she helps disabled people have better sex lives, and that needs to be that needs to happen, because one of my goals since I've been doing stand-up and doing this podcast is I want to make the American people know that disabled people...
Well, that's great. I mean, that's great. I mean, there's always discussions about that. There was a movie called Ben Duffy did it, and From This Heart, or I think it was called From This Heart, or something like that. He did a whole movie where he had couples on there, and they were, saying how wonderful finding the right person is, and how excited they were to find a soulmate, and
Yeah.
I didn't see the whole movie, but I know that there was a lot of people go to universities and they talk about the movie. So I mean, that's great,
Yeah. When you mentioned a disabled love movie, I thought you were going to bring up that Gary Marshall one, The Other Sister. Do you remember that movie?
No, I didn't see that one.
It came out just before Runaway Bride. Gary Marshall directed it just before that movie. It was a huge disaster, and I know why it was, because it was basically a disabled pretty woman in a way. And I really think a subject about disabled people falling in love and being independent and doing things should be touched on seriously, but also make it entertaining. And this movie was just not the right context to do that in. It was just a mainstream romantic comedy where the two leads are disabled, and they end up falling in love and getting married after so many circumstances from their non-disabled families advising them from doing it, And I thought that's what you were going to mention, because that's the only one I could think of that did that. Even though they weren't in wheelchairs, they were just mentally disabled.
Oh no, I didn't. I like Gary Marshall though, and I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
I like him. I like what he's done, but I know I did not see that one. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, it's called The Other Sister.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that one out.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Linda Mona, she rides a scooter, motorized wheelchair and stuff, and she's been in it her whole life. And she mentioned to me she lived in my hometown of San Mateo, California for a lot of years while she was going to Stanford, and so we kind of bonded over that,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I told her this. So how is Donna On the Go doing?
Oh, like I said, it's like we're in all these. We submitted to over about 200 festivals, and we have like, I think 50 plus wins, and and we got a Telly Award for an episode called Badass, and everything is it's just incredibly moving along, and I'm so happy with, you know, all of the team, and Peggy, the creator, the executive producer, and Ed Hutchison, and just everybody, my whole team, the whole team of Donna On the Go, the people I've worked with. I mean, I just can't say enough about how wonderful the experience has been, and I'm hoping people check out episodes on YouTube and subscribe to Donna On the Go, and check out our webpage, because Peggy's done fantastic work on the webpage, and it's exciting. It's an exciting time.
Mm-hmm. Did you win that Vegas movie vote thing that you had me do?
Yes, I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Nice. Nice.
I mean, there's so many that we won. It's so hard to keep up with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we did.
Nice,
So,
nice.
thank you for everyone that voted for us, you and everyone, and all of our followers and people that, you know, have watched the show and supported us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from the bottom of our hearts, it's just amazing.
Yes, it sure is. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Since you started this web series, you know, and this is a wonderful concept of this series, has anyone ever reached out to you or Peggy and accused you both of inflicting pity?
And, well, Peggy created the show, and what do you mean by inflicting pity? Like, they feel sorry for me?
Yeah, you know, stupid people out there, you know, like those people who were accusing Jerry Lewis of doing that with the MDA telethons, you know.
No, they haven't.
Good.
No,
Good.
nobody has done that. We haven't really gotten the negative response. And I mean that. I don't remember anyone, you know, like, being negative.
I'm glad. Yeah, because if I ever heard something about that, I would flip. Because that is not cool to do that. You know, you're doing something so wonderful and inspirational with that series.
Oh, you're so sweet, Tommy.
It's true. It's
That's
true.
So sweet.
It's true. You know, I've been around disabled people my entire life. I was in special ed in school for 10 years. You know, it's just, whenever I see other disabled people doing wonderful things like that, you know, I have to give credit where credit's due. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is such that makes me feel really good, you know?
Oh.
That you would say something like that. Just, you know, you work so hard for things and train so hard, and to have people support what you're doing and support what Peggy's doing just means the world.
Peggy.
And I really mean that.
Peggy is a gem of a lady.
Yeah, she is.
She is, yes. I just appreciate her support so much from me, and I always have a great conversation with her when we talk.
Yeah. She works 24/7. She's worked 24/7 on this. So she enjoys sharing it with you, and she enjoys your support, and yeah, they're just lovely conversations.
Are there any plans you two have after the pandemic that you hope to get done with the show?
Sure. She's got some thoughts and things going around. I don't want to talk about them yet because I don't know what's going on with, with the industry and having people on set, what we'll have to see what we're going to have to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to, take special precautions, and it's going to be a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
That we don't have a crystal ball to see just exactly what yet, but...
Yeah, nobody does.
No, like I said before, it's going to be all different angle, and it's going to be all different
Mm-hmm.
a different angle to do things with filming.
Do you ever miss dancing?
Do I miss dancing?
Mm-hmm.
And fully dancing? Now I have different problems with my legs and stuff. Do you mean fully, doing leaps and jumps and all that?
Actual dancing, yeah.
Yes, I do miss leaps and jumps and running. But I have found a way to dance the way I move now.
Mm-hmm.
So, there is dancing on Donna On the Go, and the choreographer that I work with, Cam Warner, is incredible. And there's such a connection you get when you dance with other dancers. And Scott Bischoff and Tara Nicole Hughes and Kalea Sheeran and, oh God, so many dancers. Palmer Davis. I mean, there's such a connection we have now.
Mm-hmm.
Just from working together and trusting each other with movement. And I don't know how you can describe anything like that. It's a connection that will live with you forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I recommend dancing to everybody. I recommend moving to everyone. Even yoga.
I was never a good dancer, but now I'm really not a good dancer because I got metal in my leg.
Oh, I know. I got metal in my hip, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the worst, huh? It's just the absolute worst.
Does it hurt you?
It does. I got, arthritis pretty bad.
Hmm. Huh.
It feels a lot better than it did, the first 2 years. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just there's a lot of arthritis. And I have some days where it feels good and other days where it feels bad, Today it feels just fine,
Right.
But that'll change tomorrow, maybe.
Well, glad you're not in pain while we're talking here. That would be awful.
Yeah. Well, it's never hurt that bad while I'm doing interviews, to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But just when I move it, I try not to move it while I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Has Peggy mentioned to you about my secret silly game?
No, I don't know about it.
Okay.
No.
Okay, my secret silly game. This is a series of slumber party questions. And how this works is, I ask you the question, you answer it, and then you ask me the exact same question, and I answer it.
Oh, okay.
It's a silly truth or dare kind of thing. Nobody wins or loses. It's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Donna, are you ticklish?
I am. Tommy, are you ticklish?
Yes, I'm very ticklish. Is your belly button an innie or an outie?
Oh, it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, is your belly button in or out?
It's an innie. What color are your toenails painted?
Oh, they're gold right now.
Oh, love it.
And what color are your toenails painted?
Au naturel. Last time I had them painted, they were purple with sparkles.
Wow.
Yeah, I like to go elaborate all the time, decorative. What would you say is your best personality trait?
Oh boy. I guess determination.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Tommy, what is your best personality trait?
My sense of empathy and the fact that I have no filter.
Yeah. Okay.
And then my favorite question, is there a stinky smell that just makes you gag?
I would have to say, I'm thinking of skunk.
Skunk?
Because I rode past a skunk
Mm-hmm.
a few times. It was dead on the side of a road.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Not in cow manure. Oh. And how about you?
Either farts or feet.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people with kids, though, that doesn't affect them very much. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
I've got jokes for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Donna, I thank you for coming on again.
Well, thank you.
Yes, always love talking to you, and you're just so inspirational that I'm so blessed with the great people I get to talk to, such as yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Of
And you
course.
stay well, okay, and take care of yourself.
I will. I'll stay well and take care of myself. And after this
Yeah.
whole pandemic is over and stuff, hope me, you, and Peggy get together when I'm in town.
Yeah. It'll get over. I mean, we're hoping.
Yeah. All right, Donna. You have yourself a great day and stay safe.
You too. You too.
Okay.
I know.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Donna Russo. Ain't she a sweetheart? God broke the mold when they made Donna Russo. She is just amazing. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Till next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past because the present sucks. Later, dudes.